In a forgotten corner of a small village, there was a trail no one dared walk at night. Known as the Path of Whispers, it was surrounded by twisted trees whose branches seemed to claw at the sky. During the day, it was a simple shortcut, connecting the village to an old quarry, but at night it turned into a feared place, filled with stories of disappearances and unexplained sounds. According to legend, many years ago, a group of miners worked in the quarry when a collapse buried them alive. Their bodies were never recovered, and it was said that their tormented souls wandered the path, searching for a way out. The village elders claimed the whispers heard at night were their voices, calling out for help. Isabel, a young photographer passionate about mysterious places, came to the village seeking inspiration for her next project. Upon hearing the story of the trail, she decided she had to see it for herself. Despite warnings from the locals who insisted she shouldn't cross it at night, Isabel planned her visit to capture the most haunting atmosphere possible. With her camera in hand and a flashlight in her backpack, Isabel ventured onto the path at dusk. The first part of the journey was calm yet unsettling. The trees formed dark tunnels, and the only sound was the crunching of leaves underfoot. But as she advanced, the silence grew oppressive. Suddenly, a faint whisper broke the stillness. Isabel stopped, thinking it was the wind, but the sounds grew louder. They were voices, low and sorrowful, as if someone was speaking right behind her. Turning around, she saw no one. Uneasy, she decided to quicken her pace, but the voices didn't stop. Then she noticed something unusual on the ground. A miner's helmet covered in dirt, its light shattered. Intrigued, she took a photo, but upon reviewing the image on her camera screen, she saw something that made her step back. Behind her, barely visible among the trees, was a dark figure wearing a similar helmet, watching her. Panic set in. Isabel packed her camera and quickened her steps, but the whispers turned into shouts. "Don't leave us here! Help us!" The branches of the trees seemed to stretch out, brushing against her as if trying to stop her. In a moment of desperation, Isabel tripped and fell to the ground. Looking up, she saw a group of shadowy figures surrounding her. They were men wearing miners' helmets, but their faces were hollow, dark as a void. Before she could react, everything went black. When she woke up, she was at the entrance of the trail, her camera shattered beside her and her hands covered in dirt. Isabel returned to the village but never spoke of what happened. However, she left behind the photographs she managed to salvage. In all of them, the figures of the miners were clearly visible, as if they had been posing for her. Since then, the villagers claim the voices on the path have grown louder, and some say that among them, they now hear a woman's voice, pleading for help to escape.